So the craziest thing happened, right? You guys know we have been going up almost every weekend overnight. We would leave on Sunday and we stay till Monday, sometimes till Tuesday, going up to the porch. I'm not even really sure whose idea it was, but it is about dark 30 in the morning. As you can see, you can't even really see me. And we are headed back up to the porch to do some additional work there. So you're coming along for another ride. I'm exhausted already and I just woke up, but we got to get it in. The sun has just started to come up over the horizon over there. It is about 5:45 in the morning. Just got everything loaded up and we are hitting the road. You know what I'm trying to figure out? Whose idea was this?
Yours.
I don't think this is my idea.
Yeah, it was definitely your idea. I know it's mad early.
I wouldn't have come up with this idea.
You did. Lots of work to be done. You definitely came up with this idea, and you said 6 a.m. I was like, say word. What say?
I think this was Greg's idea.
Yeah, but no one could tell you what to do, so you agreed.
A crazy so-called Israelite woman tried to ruin Tabernacles, and she basically shut down all of the work that we were doing at the porch.
Yo, and act like she was trying to help. That's the craziest thing.
That's why I'm saying so-called Israelite woman. She introduced herself to Gary as an Israelite.
Right.
She didn't have on her fringes or anything like that, but she introduced herself as an Israelite.
Right.
And then proceeded to post photos of what we're doing, our website, posted our flyer.
It wasn't even an uproar before that.
Right. She posted all of this stuff in the community where the land is, where we're celebrating, and complete uproar. People are commenting, they're posting in their Facebook group talking about how there's going to be 200 Israelites coming in and fishing and baptizing in their lake. Yep. Total uproar.
Yep. For no good reason, but she's supposed to be Israel.
We're back here at the porch again today. Myself, Pastor Greg over there in the background. He's just really fooling around. He likes to make it look like he's busy when he ain't doing nothing. Ain't that what you're doing?
That's what I do.
That's what he's doing. And of course, we got Katryna over here in the background. We pulled out the heavy equipment for today. We got a skid steer, a rock smasher upper. That's the technical term for a, what is that thing called? Yeah, don't worry. The rock smasher upper, jackhammer. Got some chainsaws. We're going to be clearing more of the ground out here. We're waiting on Monty and Gary to pull up. Today we got everybody working out here. There's only 4 of us here, but we're all working with the power tools and we're getting it done. Take a look.
I saw you in the car.
show you what Katryna's doing. She is one of the hardest working women that I know. This is her driving this skidster right here.
We are back at the porch, taking care of all the things that need to get done. I just got finished grinding down a stump for one of the trees over here. There's a secondary one that was over here as well. We have Greg over here, and he's helping to pave the way to create this road here. I'm moving a lot of these major rocks and stones, and it's crazy amounts.
So here's the thing. She got caught in a lie because she admitted on the phone with me that she is the one who posted the flyer in the group.
Yes.
But then in the same breath says, well, I've been trying to contact you guys for 2 weeks. Hi.
But by the way, the information's on the flyer.
How are you trying to contact us? When you're the one who posted the flyer, you know the name of the church, you put the web. How are you doing all of that? But then the only way you can get in contact with me is supposedly having your lawyer to get my phone number.
There was an undertone of something else going on, which she actually, after a while, brought that out, and it had to do with what it would cost her long term. That's really what she should have gotten to in the first place, and it wasn't even a big deal to discuss it. It was understandable. The property value and things like that. Totally something that could be spoken about, but that's not how she came at us.
Yeah, she came at us completely sideways. And so this video is the result of that. We out here, look, it's wilderness stuff. All right, so tell the people about some of the things that they're going to need to bring with them and what they're going to need out here.
Water.
Yeah.
Water. And water.
You're definitely going to need to bring water. Bring a canister with you so you can carry some water around. We will not be providing drinking water, so make sure that you bring enough drinking water for you and your family.
That's right.
What else they need to bring?
They're going to need some like liquid IV or electrolytes, and obviously they need to cover up during the day as well, so some sleeves, and be prepared for it to get cold. So bring a hoodie, some socks and stuff like that. Some extra layers.
So it's hot during the day, but it's going to get pretty cold at night.
High 60s is the highs.
High 60s, so it's definitely going to get a little cold during the night. So make sure you bring some layers. Bring tank top, t-shirt, hoodie, something to cover your head because the sun is no joke out here. What else they need to bring, Aki?
The most important thing you need to bring is yourself, right? Because the Most High commands us to meet up with him 3 times a year, and this is one of the 3 times. So the most important thing is to bring yourself.
And a good attitude.
And a good attitude.
Right.
Yes. There's going to be over 200 of us out here, Israelites, and a lot of us have never seen each other. We don't know each other, so we have to make sure that we are approaching each other with charity, love, and giving everybody the benefit of the doubt. So definitely bring a good attitude. Look, let me show you this brother's boots. You're probably going to need some boots because there is a lot of rocks.
The biggest thing that you need to bring is the ability to teach somebody something new and to learn something new. If you've never camped, this is going to be the perfect opportunity for you to learn how to set up a tent, how to do a fire. Everything that you're going to need to know how to do when we go out into the wilderness, you're going to learn here. And if you don't know how to do it, find out how to do it. And if you know how to do something, be ready to teach somebody something new.
Right. So a lot of people are not sure what they need to bring. I would say the primary items, you're going to need a shelter. So you need a tent. You're going to need something to sleep on, which is going to be like an air mattress or a cot. You're going to need an ice chest. You may not need to buy a whole bunch of meat. Within about less than 5 minutes away, there is a Dollar General. They have all kinds of stuff there, from chairs to sunblock to drinks to ice and all that stuff. So if you're coming from out of town and you're like, well, how am I going to bring all this food and all this stuff? Don't worry about bringing the food. Bring yourself. You can buy an ice chest here. And as long as there's a fresh supply of ice, we can go to Walmart and get you some steaks, some hamburgers, and all that good stuff. What you eating on?
Burrito.
Where my burrito at? Oh, that's me right there. Okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Hands out to me.
So if your hair look like that, you're gonna need to bring you a twist tie or something that you can put it, or else you will end up with locks by the time we end up this week. For real, for real.
Kick that thing. That's a serious cut.
Another thing that you're going to need to bring is at least 2 pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Bring some shoes that you don't mind getting dirty, because you're going to be walking in the dirt, walking in the dust, walking on some rocks. But then you don't want to track that dirt into your tent at night. So bring a set of flip-flops or some slides that you can leave outside your tent. Switch shoes, get into your slides, and you're going to need those. When you wake up at 3 in the morning and you got to use the restroom and you got to trek down to where the porta potties are, you're not going to want to have to lace up no steel toe boots. You're going to want to slip into some slides, get to the restroom, and make it back to your thing real quick.
It's going to be a little cold out here, you guys, so make sure you bring a sweater, a jacket, something to keep yourself warm, especially at night.
Yeah.
Hoodies. And a good understanding of the commandments and a willingness to do them.
Amen.
I know that's right.
You may need to bring some charcoal and some lighter fluid. Go ahead and put that on your list. And if you haven't got that cool neck knife that you see me rocking right there, you might need one of those too.
Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah.
Baraka.
Oh, you said it right.
Not a baraka. But I think it's dope.
It is, because the Most High worked it out. Because as soon as we found out that she told us flat out, all these people in this community are related, and they will refuse. They're never going to give you a permit for anything.
That's what she said. They're never going to do it.
She even went as far as to say that there is talk within the community that if we do anything on our own property, that they would burn it down.
Yeah, that's some... I ain't gonna tell you what that is. You already know what that is.
That's some madness right there.
Yeah.
Another thing that I wanted to talk to you about is coming out and being ready to help us do some work, because this land is actually the church's land, the Porch. So we're not going to be able to get 100% of it done while we're preparing for Tabernacles. There will still need to be some stuff that needs to get done during Tabernacles, and that gives all of you the opportunity to come out, help, put your hands to the plow, get your fingernails dirty, and help us out here. So we're building a lot of pathways and walkways, and it's just a lot of work. So I can go back. It's a real boulder right there.
Jeez.
Roll
that one.
You have to roll it. We could probably move that by hand now. We've been coming up here every weekend for probably the last 5 or 6 weeks straight, except for when we are out of town in San Antonio area. But we've been coming up every Sunday, staying overnight till Monday, and just putting in a lot of hours of work here working on the land. So it's a big time investment, but it's worth it because it's ours, and we'll be able to celebrate the Feast of Tabernacles here. We will also be here again later on this year for the Feast of Dedications.
Nonetheless, the Most High did provide, so there's no grumbling or complaining on our end at
I got
all.
a little bit of a complaint. Wait, because my complaint is that we have spent so much time, effort, energy, money. Shout out to everybody who's been taking the time and spending their own money to go and get this land ready for the holy days, just for somebody who has a fear of too many Israelites being in one place to shut that whole thing down. That's my complaint.
I hear it.
And the person is a so-called Israelite. She introduced herself as a fellow Israelite,
and asked that we would also consider helping her and taking a certain thing off of the website. I mean, not off the website, off of Google.
The Google. Yeah.
Off the Google,
The Most High worked it out even before we knew it was a problem.
True that.
Because before we had even planned to go to the Porch this year and put any of that time and effort in, I had looked into us reserving the place that we've gone to for the last 3 or 4 years. And it was completely booked up. But the minute that I found out that we could not do it at the Porch, I went to the website and they had all 7 days free and available for us to book.
I mean, you gotta say that.
Yeah, that's the only.
Come
It was
on.
the only place available that could accommodate the number of people that we were bringing within 4 hours of Phoenix. So the Most High hooked that up.
So amazing. This location is less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
Away,
Yeah.
whereas before we were traveling
Over
almost
3, yeah,
almost
over 3,
4
yeah.
hours to get to where we were going, and so I think it's going to be fantastic.
It's going to be amazing. So just wanted to update you on all of that. The Most High always is working all things together for
Yes.
our good because we love Him.
Yes.
And if you were thinking that we were going to the Porch and you've been looking at all this great footage about how we've been moving rocks and chopping
really
trees
awesome.
and all that stuff,
Yeah.
that's great. But this year we will be at Roosevelt Lake, the Grapevine Group Campground. It's more than big enough for the over 200 people that are joining us this year for Tabernacles. If you're looking for the address for that, all you got to do is type in Grapevine Group Campground. Your GPS will take you right there. We are checking in around, I think check-in is at 12 noon.
Yeah.
This Thursday for Tabernacles. Over 200 people from all over the United States are going to be joining us. Hopefully we will see you there.
Yeah.